Hello and welcome to my first long-length trivia video for Metal Gear Solid 2. If you like this kind of thing, let me know. Even this video misses some stuff, so let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more. Snake can obtain pentazamine, which Otacon will suggest a use for.
In your inventory. If you need to take some, select it in the item window and push the enter button. Pentazamine is a mild tranquilizer used to treat clinical depression, obsessive-compulsive behavior, and anxiety. It belongs to the benzodiazepinate family, and along with its antidepressant and anti-anxiety qualities, it suppresses convulsions. Take it when you have a tough shot ahead with a sniper rifle, and you need to minimize shakiness. But I guess you don't have one of those yet. Well, you can also try some if you're feeling really seasick.
Otacon, I took the pentazamine and you're right. The seasickness is gone.
Wow, really?
What do you mean, really? You said...
Drugs are mostly about placebo effect. If you believe it's effective, it is. You're more naive than I thought.
Missing Mei Ling from Metal Gear Solid, Otacon will do his best to fill in when you save the game.
One for all for one?
What is this all of a sudden?
Oh, I figured you'd need a lot of motivation, so I came prepared. It's from the Three Musketeers. The book, not the candy bar. Anyway, it means that if you go up against everyone by yourself, they'll gang up on you too, I think. Since you're on your own on that ship, you need to take this to heart and avoid confrontations. How was that? Just like the old days, huh?
Almost reminds me of Mei Ling. But you sure you got it right?
Of course. And I'll teach you a lot more of these. You can count on it.
Great.
Okay. There's a saying that goes, even a bird on high dies a glutton's death, as do the fish of the deeps. The lesson is, don't be greedy. The fish that belonged to a family called the Deeps died from overfeeding, and so did a bird that got high on something, probably fermented fruit.
Okay, if you say so.
I do, Snake. Don't take unnecessary risks just because you're greedy for more items. Remember the Deep family's fish. Another Chinese proverb. Those who look to the heavens prosper. Those who defy it are no more. Do you know this one? The meaning here is... hold on a sec. That you can only survive as long as you're a part of the natural order of things. You remember pre-ripped jeans? Manufacturers thought that just because people loved old, broken-in jeans, they would want to buy new jeans that looked old. So they purposefully...
What do jeans have to do with nature and order?
Denim should fray and rip on its own, naturally, right? Some designers tried to go against that and no one bought them. The earnings report from that fiscal year is enough of a proof.
Earnings?
Acquaintances agree, friends argue. That's a straightforward one. The better friends you are, the more openly you can disagree with each other. So feel free to present a counterpoint if you don't agree with what I'm saying. Argue away.
Sure, all right.
Not a promising start. Okay, forget what I said. Just go along with my advice. Snake, have you heard this one? Evil is human nature, and his entire being falseness. The concept of so-called original sin. The idea that you're born bad, so you can't help doing bad things.
Hold on. I thought the idea of original sin was that you had to work even harder at being good because you were born evil.
Well, yeah, that too. Very good, Snake.
Ugh.
You know the story about Achilles in Paris? The moral here is, well, something about his heel. Anyway, even the great and virtually immortal hero Achilles was finally done in by Paris. Talk about a dangerous city. So don't get complacent. The mission can turn around and get you.
Wasn't Paris a person?
What?
Paris, I thought he was a...
Snake, there's a time and a place for conspiracy theories. Please, I'm trying to concentrate here.
Huh? Sorry?
Do you know the saying, those who walk 100 leagues think not that their journey is half ended until the 90th league? That means... what does it mean? Okay, it means that if you're planning to walk that far, you better damn well know how to do simple arithmetic. Study, stay in school.
This seems to be getting more and more random.
Correction. It's becoming more deep. Trust me. Chinese have a proverb that goes, "Scholars hold in esteem knowledge, not acts." You see, they just sit around thinking instead of actually doing something, which doesn't make them too useful. Action is what matters, I think.
Look, what I heard from Mei Ling was that...
Snake, have you noticed that you bring her up a lot?
Huh? That isn't the...
Here we go again. What am I gonna do with you?
Like I was saying...
You and your hyperactive libido. It's a good thing one of us can keep all the details straight. This is my favorite Chinese saying. Better to be first among roosters than last among bulls. Of course, the meaning's clear. If you have to choose between being a chicken or a cow, pick the chicken. Cows are always being messed with by aliens. Cattle mutilations are up, you know. Why go looking for trouble, right? If an enemy spots you, you'll be in more trouble than a cow on a UFO. You stay out of their sight.
Why would aliens be in an old Chinese proverb?
Everyone knows they've been visiting us for thousands of years.
News to me.
Hey, Snake. What's hardest won, most easily lost? It's time. Get it? Amazing how relevant these Chinese proverbs still are. Once the moment's gone, it's gone. Except for daylight savings time, of course. That extra hour to do anything you like with every autumn. Gotta love it. Then again, you lose an hour every spring, so I guess the proverbs are right. Wow, they thought of everything.
Did they even have daylight savings back then?
Of course not. They knew how to save time. We're the ones that need to be tricked into it.
Yeah, but you said...
The moment never returns, Snake. Let's not waste it on idle questions.
Okay.
Do you know the saying, one forgets the hurt once the wound is healed? And that, of course, means, where'd I put that piece of paper?
Did you say something?
No, nothing. Forgetting the pain when the wound's healed means, that you have to get better fast. Yeah, that's it. So stock up on those rations and bandages.
Is that really all it means?
Hey, I'm the expert here. The Chinese have a saying. Those who are lost never question a path, and a drowning man doubts not the shallows. And it means that you need to make use of other people's help. Otherwise, you could be in trouble. If you're lost, you don't even know whether a road you come across is a right one. And, what's the difference between shallow and deep if you've already drowned, right? Anyway, the point is that help is always a good thing to accept. So make good use of the codec.
Look, this stuff seems nothing like what Mei Ling used to talk about.
Hey, she couldn't do better herself.
Ugh.
Snake, do you know the Chinese proverb, care avoids error? Error is thought to be a Kung word, meaning what? There's some linguists who think that this accounts for an almost universal utterance of the syllable when people are at a loss for words. A kind of vestigial...
Hey!
Ah!
What a crock! What did you do with that little cheat sheet I made you? Oh, there it is. Hey!
That's really,
How could you do that? You know how busy I am and you...
It's not what you think.
Oh? So what am I thinking?
What's going on over there?
Oh, hi, Snake. Do you know that Otacom's been...
Mei Ling, we're in the middle of a mission and everything, so can we,
Fine. Sure. And Snake, the real meaning of care avoids error is that if you're cautious, you can avoid making serious mistakes. Even if you've gotten used to the mission, watch what you do. Good luck.
Yeah, Snake, good luck.
You, I'm not done with. Let's discuss this, shall we?
The rotten ration can be obtained by holding up or shaking the guard with flies around their head. However, the flies will then follow you.
Freeze.
Don't kill me.
Knocking on the Konami Girls poster has 2 sounds, one of which will alert all nearby guards.
This reminds me of when we first met.
I was the one inside the locker that time. We're equal now, huh?
Not unless I wet my pants.
That's a low blow, Snake.
Shooting Olga will trigger an optional codec from Otacon.
What are you doing? How could you shoot someone who's unconscious? What are you, some kind of a monster?
Raven can be encountered in toy form in both the tanker and plant chapters.
Raven?
By playing stealthy, you can view this optional cutscene before the hold.
All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes' time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Somebody there? Who's there? Don't sneak up on me like that. It was just my imagination playing tricks on me.
Freeze.
There are many ways to get caught in the holds in Metal Gear Solid 2, including standing in front of the projector,
The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear.
making noise on the metal panels,
Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be...
switching the projector,
Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation. In the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray. The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order, and we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different.
Snake, respond! Snake! Snake!
Getting caught venting.
There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. Ours is not the only
forget about it.
to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature.
Straight up combat.
Players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project. But I promise you that they will.
And neck exercises.
Intruder to the right! Will be the guardians of this peace. I'm on a roll here. Let's go on a little bit longer. We will proceed out of New York Harbor and conduct top-secret field testing of Ray. Shadow Moses has turned public opinion against the weapons development. This training needs to Ray's completion. The Marine Corps will lead the way for a new age of military tactics. We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Ray. That is all. Dismissed.
Stop! Freeze!
You can find both Ocelot and Hideo Kojima lurking in the holds.
Carriers will be as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. I seem to be repeating myself. Chalk it up to old age.
Sending Otacon pictures of anything but Metal Gear Ray can lead to some interesting dialogue.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? Okay, first up. Isn't this that soldier on the deck, Olga? I can't believe you took a picture of her, all things considered. The next one's... More of these? Is that all you think about? Hey, what you like is your business. Just get those Metal Gear pictures. The first one I'm seeing is... This is hilarious! This rules! But we can't use it. Get the shots we need. Ah, don't send me creepy stuff like this. What if I get possessed or something? Sorry, but this doesn't work. I hate to ask, but can you try again? Oh, this is,
What?
Nothing. It's nothing. But this isn't a photo of Metal Gear anyway. Sorry, but you're gonna have to go back and shoot another set. I'll just make a backup of this one. The next image is... More of these? Is that all you think about? Hey, what you like is your business. Just get those Metal Gear pictures. I'll just make a backup of this one. The next one's... What is this? Snake, this isn't a game we're playing here. I'll just make a backup of this one. Hey, this is the Marine Commandant. Are you a fan or something? The Commandant again. Look, if you like him so much, I'll print this out and make a panel out of it. Put it over your bed or something. So, what's the last one gonna be? Will you please stop sending me pictures of the Commandant? So, this explains a lot. Not that there's anything wrong with keeping it to yourself. I mean, You know, it's your life and everything. But you're going to have to take those Metal Gear photos now. The next image is... This is hilarious! This rules. But we can't use it. Get the shots we need. I'll just make a backup of this one. Okay, what am I seeing now? Ah, don't send me creepy stuff like this. What if I get possessed or something? Sorry, but this doesn't work. I hate to ask, but can you try again?
In the plant chapter of MGS2, on certain difficulties you can actually have sea lice latch onto your rations if you stay still around them. The only way to get them off is to shake them off your inventory.
Raiden, the sea lice are getting fat on your rations. Shake the equipment window to get rid of the bugs.
In the node entry cutscene early on, if you enter your birthday as the current day's date, you'll receive a happy birthday message. If you also enter certain members of the dev team, you'll see their birthday and nationality pre-entered. When running around, be careful not to slip on seagull droppings, or even worse, to look up when they're flying overhead. If you retaliate, your team will have some choice words for you.
Raiden, do you actually enjoy abusing helpless animals?
I don't believe this. I had no idea you were that kind of a monster.
I don't understand you, Raiden. If you're satisfied, get back to the mission.
After first meeting Pliskin, you can codec call them while they sleep to get a secret insight into their history.
He's asleep?
How much longer is this guy gonna sleep? Wish I were that relaxed. He's still sleeping.
Liquid.
Huh?
You can also shoot them and codec call them to hear their response.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ah. 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 Moron.
The bathrooms in Strut C hold a number of optional dialogues, especially if you hold a magazine.
Right, what are you looking at? Oh, I see. Rosemary,
What?
could you excuse him for a moment?
Huh?
You know, so he can...
Oh, I get it. Jack, let me know when you're done, okay? I can't believe you, Jack. Do you know what that place is?
I just thought maybe the bomb disposal instructor might be in there.
Why would he be in there?
You never know. He's AWOL and...
Even AWOL, a normal guy wouldn't go into a woman's bathroom. You're the only one I know who would. You're like really strange.
Rosemary, settle down.
But
It's all right. Right, Rosemary is right. You should probably look someplace else. I can really sympathize with you there, though.
what, sir?
Nothing. Raiden, that's that. Return to your duties.
You guys are unbelievable.
Raiden, where are you? What are you embarrassed about? You're on a mission. Anything goes.
Pliskin.
I've snuck into similar places in the past myself.
Huh?
Raiden, what are you doing there? With that?
I don't believe it. What are you thinking? Enduring your duties?
I highly disapprove.
Even though every one of us is scrambling to do our best to support you, this? And what exactly are you going to do? Drool over pictures of voluptuous girls?
Exactly.
At least use a picture of me instead.
Why?
I mean,
I completely disapprove.
so Jack, what do you want?
What do I want? Well, I'd like to save, if that's okay.
Then go ahead.
This is a joke, right? Rose.
What now?
What do you mean, what now? Save my data, please.
Fine. Don't you have something you want to say before that?
Like what?
Ugh.
All right, I get it. I'm sorry. There. You satisfied?
Close enough.
You selfish.
What was that?
Nothing. Just talking to myself.
Raiden, what have you got there?
Nothing.
Ah, come on. Don't play dumb. That kind of thinking might even be helpful on the battlefield.
Yeah, but...
Look, aside from its educational value, you can probably use it to distract an enemy.
If you're quick after meeting Peter Stillman, you can catch up to a mysterious man in a cardboard box. You and your team have some interesting thoughts on this.
Colonel, I just saw this guy go running by wearing a cardboard box.
A cardboard box?
Who do you think he was? A dead cell?
The dead cells are a bunch of weirdos, that's for sure. But they don't wear cardboard boxes.
I'll look into it.
I'm counting on you. Pliskin, I saw someone wearing a cardboard box just now.
A box? I don't know anything about that. You sure you weren't imagining things?
Of course I'm sure. Do you think it's one of the members of Dead Cell?
How should I know?
I don't want to fight someone like that.
Why not?
Because it looks so dumb. Anyone who's willing to be seen like that must be completely insane. I mean, he's a psycho, there's no question about it.
Yeah.
Raiden, Rosemary has something to report.
Jack, I looked into that guy a few minutes ago wearing a cardboard box, but...
Did you find anything?
No, there's no corresponding data in the files for neither Dead Cell nor Colonel Gorlukovich's private army.
How about as a surviving member of SEAL Team 10?
Of course I looked into that possibility too, but...
You didn't find anything?
No, I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help.
Wonder who the heck he was.
Raiden, Be on the lookout.
The cardboard box that you have is ideal for fooling your enemies. It's a very important tool for infiltration missions.
Really?
Of course. I can't begin to count the number of agents whose lives were saved by a cardboard box.
You mean everyone's using them?
Look, I'm not exaggerating when I say the success of your mission hinges on how you use that cardboard box.
Huh.
But in the end, a cardboard box is only made of paper. Handle it with care or it won't be of much use to you. You know, I've lost a couple thanks to you.
What?
Nothing. Forget it. Treat your cardboard box with care. Take care of the box, and it'll take care of you. Don't think of it as just another box. Treat it with love. Don't be rough, okay?
After defeating Fat Man, if you take your time to disarm the last bomb, Rose will offer a suggestion where you could find it.
Laugh and grow fat.
Colonel, where's that bomb?
We have no information on that. Sweep the area.
Hurry, Jack.
The bomb has to be somewhere on the heliport. Use whatever means necessary to locate it. Right. The bomb?
Nothing yet.
Where is that damn thing? We're running out of time.
Have you checked under Fat Man's body?
What? Of course not. It can't be there.
You don't know that.
Okay, what evidence do you have that it's there?
Just a hunch, all right?
Look, Rose, I know what I'm doing, and this is my life on the line. You don't have any experience in this type of work, so just...
Raiden, don't turn down a good suggestion when you hear one. Check it out.
Jack,
What?
you know what I'm talking about.
All right, all right. The bomb was where you guessed it would be. You were right, and you saved my butt.
As long as you realize that.
I was pretty surprised, though. I never expected to find it where I did.
You must think I'm pretty clueless, huh?
Of course not. And I have a pretty healthy respect for the woman's intuition thing now.
That is such a sexist thing to say, you know that?
Come on, don't be mad. I apologized already.
Don't sweat it. I'm just messing with you. I want you to recognize that I can help you through this thing, and that I care about you.
Rose?
Hang in there, okay?
After getting the coolant spray, you can use it to both wake up guards and put out fires. When fighting guards in MGS2, you can shoot out their leg, arm, and radio, leaving them pretty much defenseless.
Freeze!
If you don't alert the guards after the Harrier fight when making your way through, you'll come across a secret interaction and codec call.
in my pants. Nobody's looking, right?
The enemy has already... Raiden, my sympathies. Sneaking missions are called wet works for a reason after all.
Don't worry about it, Jack. It's okay.
Rose?
That is, as long as you take a shower the second you get back. Do we have a deal?
In the computer room in Shell 2, you'll find a Police Noughts poster, a guard looking at secret photos, a secret conversation heard by Emma's parrot leading to a stash of magazines,
Top of locker, top of locker.
When interacting with Emma's parrot, you'll be unable to shoot them, with them alerting the guards.
Get over here. Enemy sighted. Requesting backup.
They'll respond negatively to the coolant spray, just like Emma.
This sucks. This sucks. Venus in Cancer. This sucks.
You must
Time
be
for a
Ames.
treat.
And they'll parrot back to you anything you say.
You must be
You must
Ames.
be Ames. You must be Ames.
You must be Ames.
You must be Ames.
When looking for Ames, you'll find Jennifer and a number of other female hostages. Because this is a Kojima game, you'll see an upskirt, someone losing bladder control, and you'll hear Raiden read out their measurements.
Problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
You're Jennifer.
Stop! Don't touch me!
You're Ames, aren't you?
Hey, you! Just wait a minute.
Who's that? Freeze! Reporting no problems in the hall.
37. 37. 37. "37, 37, 37, 35, 25, 37.
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
When looking for Ames, if you pan the directional mic over to the left, you'll hear from series regular Johnny.
Get hit with a bowel attack. What luck? Oh. This one's worse than that one up in Alaska. Come to think of it, that commander chick really reminds me of someone. Who is she like again? Oh. Well, yeah. She's like her. Now that's a time I'd like to forget. Ridiculous that I had to get jacked for everything that was on me. When I think about it, that's when everything started to hit the skids. It's a shame. Up to that point, I was steady cruising on the elite course. Oh, here we go again. Oh. Still, that Russian crew is a pretty decent bunch. The president's escort guys get on my nerves, though. Oh, whatever. For now, just gotta hang in there. Oh, there's no paper.
The electrified floor in front of the president's room not only hurts Raiden if he steps on it, but if you wear a box, it will actually destroy it. When using the Nikita missile, you can knock on the wall ahead of time to distract the president so he doesn't get in the way.
Who's there?
When fighting Vamp, there are some secret tips to help.
Once you fuck in, you don't come up. Take a good look at your grave. Show me what you've got.
Shooting Vamp directly in the forehead and the bullet wound will do more damage. When Vamp jumps in the water, using a grenade or stinger missile will take away his O2 and deal non-lethal damage. You can shoot knives out of the air coming towards you. Shooting out the lights prevents him from freezing you. When escorting Emma across the water, you can hear dialogue using the directional mic, including an extra scene with Johnny.
Do I need to clear things with Otacon before I ask her out?
Phew. Safe, I guess. If I've managed to get this far, it must be thanks to that Raiden guy. What is the deal with him? He's got a weird name, dresses pretty weird too. And I'm not really sure about the way he holds my hand and things. He's easy on the eyes though, so I guess I can let that slide. But I got my own ideas about that hair. I wonder if it's... well, it must be. I could ask him later, but he'd probably get ticked off. I'll leave him alone.
Freeze! A girl? What are you doing here?
It's not by choice, thank you very much.
Oh,
You're not gonna shoot me.
no.
Why not?
Stay away from good-looking women when you're fighting. Otherwise you'll get hit with diarrhea.
Huh?
One of the few things I learned from Shadow Moses.
What are you talking about?
Ancient history. Don't worry about it.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but does this mean you're letting me go?
Well, you could have found a nicer way to say that, for sure. Better hurry.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. Just run like hell. Oh no, my stomach. Not again. This place is about to sink. Just get out fast, okay? Oh.
Wait!
What?
What's your name?
Don't have one.
Huh?
Okay, fine. It's Johnny. Oh, I'm not gonna make it.
Hey, if we run into each other again... Huh. What a weird guy.
When in Arsenal gear, you'll be unable to use your weapons. You can, however, use the table to get a secret encounter.
Hold anyone in your current state.
Why not?
Is it really necessary to ask? It's just not a good idea to perform those maneuvers. There could be complications.
Oh, really, Jack? Do we have to spell it out for you? Really?
Hmm?
No problem here. Huh? Wish I had that. Return to your positions. Tighten security. Understood.
You can also see the room names changed to New York and Japanese railway stations. Near the end of MGS2, the Colonel will have some interesting fourth wall breaking dialogue.
Turn the game console off right now.
What did you say?
The mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.
What's wrong with you?
Don't worry, it's a game. It's a game just like usual.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
What are you talking about?
Raiden, something happened to me last Thursday when I was driving home. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky, to the east. It was moving very irregularly. Suddenly, there was intense light all around me, and when I came to, I was home. What do you think happened to me?
Huh?
Fine.
Forget it.
Even my patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home. Honestly, though, you have played the game for a long time. Don't you have anything else to do with your time? Actually, there is something I have been meaning to tell you, but I just couldn't. I think you should know, though. On Saturday morning last week, I saw a guy leaving Rosemary's room. How should I put it? It was like they were intimate. I'm sorry. Sorry to bring this up during the mission, but President Baker should be somewhere to the south of where you blasted through the wall. Hurry and save him before the terrorists discover his code. Snake, remember what de Gaulle said. The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can. You wouldn't be trying to give yourself a bogus score using some ingenious trick, would you? That's just about as low as anyone could possibly stoop. I can't believe you sometimes. Your mission is to infiltrate the Fortress Galluade, rescue the hostages, and neutralize Metal Gear before its assembly is complete. Variety level 13. Rescue Meryl, the return of Ginola. Infiltrate the enemy fortress, Outer Heaven. Destroy the final weapon, Metal Gear. Actually, I'm in really bad shape financially. I pay money to my ex-wife as part of our divorce settlement, among other bills. I just had no choice but to make you pay for lunch the other day. I'm really sorry. I hear it's amazing when the famous purple stuffed worm in Flapjaw space with the tuning fork does a raw blink on Harry Carey rock. I need scissors. 61. An anemone or clematis plant's juice can cause a rash. When pruning them, it's a good idea to wear gloves. I was a North American fall webworm in my past life. Ah, those were the good old days. What were you in your former life? You got a PSG-1? You can use that against Sniper Wolf. Hurry up and save Merrill. Variety level 7. Shoot down the space invaders. Training will have to be postponed if we are invaded by UFOs. Snake, there's a fork in the conveyor belt. The machine is automatically sorting cargo according to some system. Take a good look at the device. Big boss here. Enter the track on the bridge to the right. Over. Communicator Entertainment Program, Idea Spy 2.5, Episode 1, New York. Here in the city where dreams come true and desires rule, something is being bought, sold, and thrown away, even as we speak. But behind the scenes of business as usual, the nefarious JE Corporation lines its already bloated coffers with profits from worthless products. As JE swindles yet another innocent into purchasing high-priced junk, the FBI mobilizes a top-secret task force to put a stop to the menace. Now, the city's best-kept secret spy is out there, briefed and ready to protect the people from JE, the catalog of conspiracy. Just call him 2.5. Snake, like Shakespeare said, naught's had, all's spent, where our desire is got without content. Basically, it means that your desire can get you into trouble if you're not careful. That goes for items, too. Don't get too greedy, or you might be sorry. Be careful, Snake. Weapon mode SOCOM level 1. Destroy all targets to reach the goal. Number of targets, 3. I say again, your duty is to infiltrate Zanzibar land and seize Kilmar, an abducted Czechoslovakian biologist. Snake, they've input both detonation codes. The only way to stop the launch now is to use the card key to re-input the codes. That reminds me, I saw Gubiyama the other day in Chibonigi. He said to give you his best. Snake, take the power plant out. Set C4 explosives on 4 key points to destroy the structure. Snake, destroy the power plant's main turbine. It's located in the B1 floor of the plant. Break into the B1 floor.
Raiden? I'm eating right now. Get back to me later.